Graduate student and entrepreneur Trevor Felch has developed a fervent passion for gastronomy. And after a stretch as the dining critic at college, he wowed Parisians with his knowledge. Ready to take on the Bay Area dining scene, he's beginning with his favorite place in Menlo Park called Café Borrone.
I grew up in the restaurant, the clatter of the dishes, the aromas of the food. I'm Marina Borrone, an owner of Café Borrone in Menlo Park. We've been here 23 years. My mom created all the soups and quiches and sandwiches and some of the desserts. I ended up running the cafe, but my 4 siblings have all been a part of it. My sister was a pastry chef here, and my husband Josh, he's been our chef for the past 8 years.
I feel fortunate to be able to work with such great people. Local farmers, our fishermen, we have great relationships with all these people that really take a lot of pride in providing fresh local ingredients. It really invigorates me.
It is a second home to us. It is an extension of family, and people honestly just want to share in the space here. It really is a contagious feeling of the energy.
All right, Trevor, Café Brownie in Menlo Park. How long have you been going there?
In my old age,
I was going to say, you don't look old enough to say like 20 years or something.
No, well, at least the past decade.
Really?
For sure.
Really? Wow.
And it's been an institution ever since I was in high school. And having studied in Paris, I always look for that Parisian cafe style that's good for everything.
Right.
Casual drinks, dinner, lunch, baked goods. And Borrone is it. One of the secrets is that they bake their own focaccia bread. And when you can get turkey sandwich or Mediterranean vegetable sandwich.
All on the focaccia.
All on the focaccia bread, and everything's great. But the focaccia bread is spectacular, and I just wish they would sell this focaccia bread by the loaf.
Do you agree over here? Did you have the focaccia?
I did have the focaccia. I thought it was quite good. I think that the desserts were the shining star for us.
Okay, hang on. We'll get to desserts.
Okay. We had the charcuterie plate to start and the mixed green salad, just their simple mixed green salad. Really, really fresh vegetables, fresh greens. Delightful.
In the evening, they have a more elaborate menu than during the daytime, and since I went during the spring and I saw, they have fava bean puree on this thick buttered sourdough type of bread, and the fava bean puree was just beautiful. And then I tried these tiny little crab cakes that are essentially 95% crab and not much filler, with a little bit of remoulade sauce on the side, some mosh lettuce. It's a beautiful way to start the meal. And it gives crab cakes a good name.
I have mixed reviews.
Okay.
I live in the city of San Francisco, and so it took us about an hour to get there. I had salmon. When I ordered it, I was very careful to read, because I'm allergic to peppers. And so it took a long, long time to get the entrees. Lots of people, big, huge place.
Well, in lines, you go up to the counter and order too.
Lines.
This is a place
Fast,
where it's
Not table
self-service.
service
Yeah,
per
it's not
se.
table service, right?
Yes, no,
right.
it is a
People
table
should be
service.
prepared for that.
Yeah, it was not. When I got my salmon, it was filled with red peppers. And I said, "Oh, sorry, but I can't. I am allergic." And this very young server was so self-composed. She was wonderful, and she said, "Oh, no problem at all." She said, "We'll get you the same thing or something different, whatever it is you like." And I said, "I'd like the same thing." And so off she went, and she returned with my salmon, which was absolutely superlative.
Oh, that's fantastic.
The lamb chops were, did I tell you that? The lamb chops were kind of bland and tasteless and tough. I'm so sorry to say that.
But the staff in-house really did make the difference, I think, for us.
Really?
It turned it over. They were
Yes.
really, really pleasant.
Yeah, I like them too. That's the kind of the yes and no part of the whole answer of Café Borrone. And if I lived in Menlo Park, would I go there for dinner? I wouldn't, because it was hugely expensive for the
price.
atmosphere.
So you can sit inside more cafe style, and then you sit outside too.
Yeah, and it's light and
both.
fair. I think you can do it very affordably at Café Borrone, where it it fell a little bit short for myself and my dining partner. Was we saw a few occasions people bussing their own tables and stacking dirty dishes on a table in the outside area where we were sitting, and that's where, as you mentioned before, the sugar bowls came in. In all 3 restaurants, I emptied the sugar bowls completely, and only at Café Borrone did I find 2 dimes, 1 nickel, 2 pennies, and dirt.
No way!
Under the sugar packets.
You've done this?
It was your tip.
At all 3 restaurants, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Do you do this regularly at restaurants?
I do.
Yeah.
It's a really big sign of the cleanliness of the kitchen
place.
where your food is being cooked.
Interesting.
It's a good indication of people doing their side work properly, and keeping a clean restaurant would be what's under the sugar packets there.
All right, now let's talking about sugar. Let's get to desserts, because you said desserts were there.
We got the frutta di torta, or the torta di frutta, and it was delicious. The pastry cream was made minutes before we ate it. It
Me
tasted
too.
like with fresh berries, and that was my favorite part. And their cookies were generous portions and well baked, and I thought they were great. And everything, I would have ordered one of everything in that counter.
I had the same one. And also, we had the lemon tart. It is not too sweet. It is tart enough. The crust is crispy and yet somehow soft and very tasty. I really enjoyed the lemon tart.
All right, Trevor, this is your spot. Give us a quick summary.
Well, Borrone is just the institution, that cafe in the Palo Alto, Menlo Park area that I'm so proud to have. That's perfect for any time of day, whether I was in high school or now as an adult.
And Stu.
Great casual cafe, liked the food. Could be slightly cleaner, but I would go back.
And Nancy.
It was not something that I would go back to. Coming from the city, if I lived in Menlo Park, would I go back? Probably not for dinner.
All right, if you would like to try Café Borrone, it's on El Camino Real at Santa Cruz Avenue in Menlo Park. The telephone number is 650-327-0830. It's open every day for breakfast and lunch, with dinner Tuesday through Saturday. Reservations are not accepted, and the average tab for dinner without drinks is around $20.